5 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Infamous Gaming v Playmakers Game 2. Guys, welcome back to the Bucharest Minor South American Qualifiers. This is going to be the second kind of upper bracket-ish match, because I guess it was a lower bracket, so that makes this an upper bracket match between these two teams to decide who faces up against Infamous Young right after this, and who drops down to losers to face, no, that's not right, WP and Infamous Young. But yeah, that's how it goes. Infamous are currently 1 game up, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Wait, did I just realized that I called Infamous Young winning the last set. Last game I said Infamous Young won the last set. That didn't happen. So I'm just losing my marbles. We're just gonna watch 1 game of Dota at a time. That's what we're gonna do, and we're not gonna worry about what happens next, because that's a lot easier. Let's just take this one for an example. The Rubik has been banned out by Infamous, which, you know, seems to be their bread and butter, but you know what? Dazzle is everybody's bread and butter. So, we'll see if they can make that happen, because I haven't seen that much Dazzle nowadays, honestly. I feel like he's been banned a lot more than he's being picked. Playmakers, where's the stun? Pick up, I was gonna say Sand King. Can't pick up Sand King. He's kind of banned out at this stage. Pick up literally anybody with the disable, and you're probably a lot better off than the last game. The Oracle first pick, that was just not really a thing. Grimstroke is in the pool. You can grab a Grimstroke. He's certainly not bad. Shadow Shaman, something that Infamous did really... Oh, why? I really don't like Oracle first pick here, although I guess there's someone worth protecting. PA is certainly not bad, but I can count the amount of stuns that PA has on 0 hands. So yeah, I feel like Playmakers may be a little bit stuck on this hero. If you're gonna pick up an Oracle, you can probably get him later. You can probably get him 4th. It's not one of these heroes that you absolutely need in order to make, say, a PA work. Like, PA will work without Oracle, as we just saw from Infamous. So if you're gonna pick a PA, because otherwise Infamous clearly will take that. You don't have to grab an Oracle with it. I think this is a really sloppy way of approaching your draft. For the Infamous side, they will just go ahead and slam jam their own late game hero, Phantom Assassin versus Spectre. You guys know in Warcraft 3 Dota, in Warcraft 3, the Phantom Assassin model, the Warden, would summon the Spectre. That's why they have such a similar appearance, because this guy would summon this guy, and then this guy would summon Vengeful Spirits. The more you know. I'm starting to like become more of a fossil as Dota ages, because I know these things, and it's like completely irrelevant right now. Like, that's not useful information to anyone, but it's just, that's just how it be, man. So now you guys know as well. Spectre with the Dazzle, I think, is just a little bit better than Phantom Assassin with the Oracle, even though, like, fundamentally these pairs of openings are kind of the same, right? Like, you have this kind of defensive base hero, or potentially defensive base hero, as Dazzle's a little more offensive nowadays, but you have this defensive base hero with this super late game turbo carry. But the Dazzle is, I feel like, in general, more powerful because he has that offensive twist. You can play defensive, you can do defensive things with the Dazzle, but you can also play offensively. And Oracle is kind of the same way, although it's a lot less guaranteed. It's a lot more finicky. Spectre, I'm not a huge fan of in the early stages, but it is one of Infamous's more comfortable heroes, specifically for Envy. So as far as comfort level is concerned, like, that's fine. I think if they didn't pick it, there's a decent shot it was going to be banned in the next phase, whereas if Oracle was some other hero, there was a very low chance of Oracle being banned out. So yeah, I'm liking where Infamous are standing a little bit more with this draft, mostly because Dazzle is OP.
Radiant team.
The Phantom Assassin and the Oracle, again, don't really have all that much in the way of disable. Not like they really need it, but they still do need some way of starting these engagements. With Sand King being banned out, that's probably one of the better ones. They can take themselves a Bat Rider, and I think that would be a really nice way of getting initiation from the core role. If they wanted to do that, I would be completely on board.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm kind of hoping for more Shadow Demons to be picked up.
5 seconds.
I love that hero, but yeah, you kind of have to combo with him as well. You could always go for like your Maranas, your Monkey Kings of the world, these heroes that our cores have a stun, maybe not the best stun, but it's a stun nonetheless, and just be happy with that. Or just go for Faceless Void. Like, they need to have some control in their draft. And with this opening, it says to me that they may not be highly considering it as an overarching theme to their draft. Infamous needs stuns too, so, you know, gotta watch out for these things. Honestly, if there was a Bat Rider pickup on either side, I would think it's okay. Although Oracle is really, really good versus Bat Rider, it would probably be a lot worse for Infamous to pick that one up than the other way around. If you take out the Centaur War Runner, which Infamous I'm pretty sure would have been super happy to grab themselves. At this point, it's like, who's Pita going to be playing in that off-lane capacity? Oracle, Phantom Assassin isn't really an overwhelming amount of lane control. It can fight back decently.
Radiant team pick.
It's not really a powerhouse. They take out the Enigma. I like that ban quite a bit.
Dire team.
Something that Infamous have run many times in the past. And then we have a Tusk. That is how we do it in the north. So they go for the Tusk, which is at least some control, right? You get some form of control. Works pretty darn well with the Oracle, actually. Oracle has a long range, so as long as you have that tag team aura thing going, you're going to be getting value. And of course, PA in the mix, being able to join him in the snowball or just jump in after him should he snowball. You can really mess up a Spectre. Now, Shards aren't good versus Spectre at all. That's just the fact. But you know, versus everyone else, being able to trap them, being able to get in close towards someone like a Dazzle, that's how you do it, man. You just get in there and start beating things up. Already, I like how Playmakers have at least a little bit more of an offensive twist than what they had in the last game. And again, Tusk has some disable. Snowball, it's something to get in there, right? Walrus Punch. Maybe not the best form of initiation compared to someone like a Sand King with a Blink Dagger, but it's some way of getting the fight started. And defensively, of course, as well. Like, I'm not entirely sure, actually, how the Tusk Snowball while Oracle, if your False Promise is ticking down, you get Tusk Snowballed. I am not entirely sure what happens. I'm pretty sure, like, you just don't die if you were going to die, because you're invulnerable in the Snowball, if it does still tick down. Again, I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure it saves you. It's a very, very niche corner case, right? Very, very corner case. But, hey, it may come up. You never know. Shadow Shaman now for Infamous. This Dazzle, most likely going to be taking a core role, I want to say.
10 seconds remaining.
Once you get that cooldown reduction going with your
5
ultimate,
seconds remaining.
get probably those Necro units running around as well, you become an absolute menace.
Dire team pick.
Physical damage amplification also not too bad here. Gotta remember that that's kind of the lesser celebrated aspect of the bad Juju ultimate. Like, you get minus armor for the entire team. Or, not, you get minus armor, and the entire team can benefit from that. You're looking at Shadow Shaman, Serpent Wards, you're looking at your Necro units, obviously. You're looking at trying to get through heroes like Underlord, these really, really bulky heroes, with so far a lineup that doesn't really have overwhelming damage from Infamous. Very subtle effect, sometimes very hard to see, but you know what? I do think that this Dazzle core can definitely get a lot of heavy lifting done, and if not, you don't want to do that, just play him as a support. That's fine also. Dazzle and Rubik, I think, are and Brewmaster, probably I think the big three as far as heroes that you could pick up early and be happy with it no matter what, because you can change your plans depending on what the 4th and 5th picks look like. Playmakers, go ahead and grab an Underlord. A little bit of extra disable. The pit, again, isn't super premium as an initiation ability, but it gets the job done. Just looking to group up with a whole bunch of melee heroes and just smash them face. I don't mind this Underlord pick. I mean, it's kind of nice at pulling off the creep wave aggro. Really messes with that Spectre, and then Infamous grab a Timbersaw. Okay. Well, this just got a lot more interesting, guys. Pizza could be a mid Timbersaw. Could definitely be a mid Timbersaw. As far as buying space heroes are concerned, heroes that get space for your other cores, Timbersaw is close to the top of that list.
10 seconds.
Going up against an Underlord and a Tusk, he is really, really difficult to deal with then. Timber Chain is just not something that they can cancel very easily. You're looking at damage mostly coming out on the Playmakers end of things from the Phantom Assassin. Now, if you jump into the Timbersaw, get like an immediate crit before the reactive armor can come up, then Timbersaw will just die. It just doesn't have the time. But if you do have the reactive armor as Timbersaw, you can tank the PA all day long.
Ember Spirit.
And an Ember Spirit who is going to go mid. It looks like a Pepita Timbersaw, a mid Tomato Ember Spirit, and an Envy Spectre. With a support Dazzle, support Shadow Shaman. I'll allow it. Unfortunately, now that whole point I made about that bad Juju doesn't really make all that much of a difference, because there's not that much physical damage here. I guess Sleight of Fist is physical, kind of. Timbersaw has no physical damage at all, like you never hit things. But this is Infamous's challenge to Playmakers. Recognizing their lack of really, really heavy crowd control. And they're like, yo, we'll just pick up 2 super mobile heroes. Try to stop us. You don't have what it takes to stop us. You know what? As of right now, Playmakers, they really don't. Mid matchup versus the Ember Spirit will not be Monkey King. That was banned out. Needs some disable. Oh, Morphling. I don't like it, man. I don't really like it. It is. I mean, I guess Morphling has some disable, kind of, but like not really. It's like Underlord. Like, yeah, you may have some disable, but not really. The Morphling is susceptible to just being burst, and you're looking at an Ember Spirit and a Timbersaw. That's a dangerous time. Now, this Oracle is going to have a lot more success, I feel, in this game, because at this point, there's stuff to purge off, namely that Ember Spirit guard, and there are heroes that are worth saving, namely this Morphling and Phantom Assassin. So in Oracle, I would say in this game, they kind of built around him a little bit more, or, you know, matched up a little bit more as far as this matchup is concerned, and he's a little bit better. So I'm not hating on the Oracle as much in this particular game. I'm still going to say that Playmakers did kind of the exact same thing as they did in the last game, where they had this huge, terrible, terrifying carry, terrible in the good way, of Terror Blade. And they're like, yo, we have this monster carry, let's pick up another one. And in this situation, they have this huge monster carry, right? This Phantom Assassin, right? They're doing good to like kind of build around her, and they're like, let's pick up another one. And for Infamous, they're a little more spread out. Like Tomato, Ember Spirit, or the Timbersaw, like, yeah, they're good in the late game, but really, they're not going to be waiting for that 50-minute mark. They're going to be hitting that 25-minute mark, and they're like, okay, let's rock, let's do it. Let's give Envy the space. Let's set up for some haunt kills. Morphling PA, they don't do that unless some really, really peculiar situations happen where somehow it gets out of control, which is possible. It has been done in the past. Like, you just mismanage the enemy PA, she gets nuts out of control, and then she's just one-hitting all your guys. I don't think it's very likely that that is going to happen, but it's possible. So really for Playmakers, their early game at this point is just like Husk and Underlord. And, you know, it's not to say that Phantom Assassin and Morphling can't help out in that regard. It's just that they are so much weaker in the early game contributions compared to the Timbersaw and the Ember Spirit. Playmakers are greedy with this draft, which is weird considering their name is Playmakers, and these heroes aren't really that. Here comes Stinger. And they gave Stinger a really wide berth. I feel like they could have just messed him up there if they just all gave him a hug with that Shadow Wave. Like 2 heroes getting hit with the Shadow Wave, it's like 160 physical damage against a low armor hero, low-ish armor hero. That would have just kind of destroyed him.
30 seconds to battle.
The pizza on this bottom lane, I'm pretty sure is unkillable, because Oracle doesn't do damage like ever. He's really good at poking heroes. Unfortunately, you don't poke Timbersaw because that, especially if you're an Oracle, usually gives him more HP than you're taking away from him. Here comes the Goon Squad. Here comes Stinger, just trying to slide right by the Goon Squad, steal some of those runes, but gets tagged by the Poison Touch. Dagger's there as well. Stinger taking some damage here. Tomato isn't going to level anything up just yet. Now the Snowball's out. That's not really going to bring Tusk into a safe spot, although they will just kind of give up and go back into their lanes. In the meantime, Snaking, Shadow Shaman, what the hell is this Ether Shock? You're just crushing the Underlord, so damage trade, I would say vastly in favor of Infamous from the get-go, but it is going to be a 3-for-1 Playmakers rune split, so I guess it's kind of worth it for them. That was actually a pretty good ultimate end for Playmakers there. Yeah, they take some damage, but they get gold, and I would gladly give up some of my health to take gold. IRL. Me IRL, right? Damage me for some money, please. Feels bad, man. This top lane, pretty sure Envy is going to be much better off this time than he was last game. And bottom lane, well, this is gonna be struggle town for this bottom lane of the Radiant, because this Timbersaw is just a brick wall. No, he's not even a brick wall. He's a metal wall. He's even better than brick. And he's only level 1. Plus, well, sneaking is a viable kill. If he gets a little bit too uppity, they could definitely turn around and put the hurt onto the Shadow Shaman, as you just now see. Snaking, he decided to go in for the shock. Cute plays, but it's really going to cost him. Over in the mid lane in the meantime, it should be a relatively even lane, although Tomato definitely can get really aggressive onto that Morphling. The opposite isn't necessarily true. Snaking shocks Faker, but well, that damage really starting to add up, and Pizza, because he's just a Timbersaw, can't do anything to help his ally. Snaking is probably better off being anywhere else, honestly. He's not really helping out this Timbersaw, he's kind of just taking his experience. But he's going to return, try to apply a little extra pressure towards Faker. Again, level 1 Timbersaw is really hard to get through, but he's not doing anything to you, so you can just kind of ignore him. Okay, that ain't supposed to happen. That is never supposed to happen. I thought top lane someone was going to do something, but Morphling killed off an Ember Spirit by himself. I guess he just tried to race the Flame Guard, and the Strength Morph was a little bit too strong. Snaking now going to arrive, shocks, but that doesn't do anything. And everyone is just dropping so low across the map. And this Morphling, he's just man-fighting Snaking and coming out on top because of that Strength Morph. Someone's gonna freaking die, I know it. I'm gonna miss it again, I know it too. That's gonna happen, man. Faker's CS, still pretty darn good though. There's not much to worry about in that bottom lane for that Timbersaw. But not yet. Still have a little bit of a ways to go before he becomes a significant threat. Tomato v Morphling once again. This time though, it's not a full 1v1 dishonorable display. Calling for backup. Where is your honor, Tomato? Can you just jump in, shock him for an easy kill? And you know what? This is an awkward way to play Shadow Shaman. Just running around, trying to get ganks on people being level 2. But I think it's fine. Because again, like, Pizza clearly doesn't need your help. What the hell? Why is this happening? Everywhere. Why is this why am I so bad at controlling this camera? Why am I still watching this Timbersaw? You guys have my apologies. That was awful. So, yeah, Tomato goes down again, somehow. I don't know how he's still dying, and what? How is Pepita dying now? These are kills that should not be happening. 2 deaths on Tomato, 1 death on Pepita. These kills should not be happening ever. Like, what the hell? Even with tag team, like, you do extra physical damage. That shouldn't really matter. Now the Morphling is in trouble, but of course he's not going to die because I'm looking at him. God damn it, everything is bad. I really don't think that should have happened. I mean, how good is his tag team, really. We'll see. Well, this time he has a timber chain out. Pizza still, he's just not gonna die. I mean, obviously that was just one hero going after him, but damn. We have ourselves a really, what I see is a sloppy game. Chains go off. Tomato, though, still taking that right-click damage, and they kill Faker elsewhere. Damn it, they are just getting kills absolutely everywhere that I'm not looking. Faker somehow solo dies to Pizza. This game just doesn't make sense anymore. It actually just doesn't make any sense. Like, Tomato's challenging this Morphling, and that's fine. But somehow Pepita kills off a Phantom Assassin by himself. Can you really blame me for like some of these? Because these shouldn't be happening. Tomato, you have no sustain. Okay, that was another mistake from Tomato. I am not entirely sure what happened there. Really wanted that rune instead of this rune. Sorry guys, looks like my OBS disconnected one more time. I'm not really sure why it does that. Tomato dodges the snowball. No, he doesn't. Still gets stunned by it. Now rooted down and bursts. Snake King's gonna show up. The shock does nothing up against the Morphling, who has that range drop. The TP was even canceled. We should be back. We should be back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, this Ember Spirit, didn't he get a buff? Didn't he get like one armor buff in the latest patch, like 7.2F or whatever number we're at, whatever letter we're at? Pretty sure he got +1 armor. Pretty sure there's also a bounty rune here that should be taken up.
Dire's middle tower is under
But he is
attack.
just now so far behind because of so many mistakes. Like, first of all, like dying once to a Morphling, fine, whatever. Like you screw up. Dying that many times to a Morphling who's by himself, like that should not be happening. Now you lose your tower also. This is level 4 Ember Spirit going up against this massive Morphling, and now he's gonna wait for him in one more time. He doesn't have remnants out. Oh, he does have a shield, but it's not gonna last long enough. Tomato down for like the 3rd time. Pizza does get sword in the meantime on bottom, and over in top lane they are gonna group up. Moose is gonna get snowballed. Do they have any more disables? No, it looks like they used them all. Dagger's coming in, but that's just a little bit of a slow here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Not enough to kill off that Tusk. Someone has to help out this Ember Spirit. Like, Morphling from Infamous. So it's less of an Ember. So please save us game. You know what? Pizza did it last game as the Centaur War Runner pretty darn well, so I trust him to go in for round 2 here in game 2 and start to pick up the slack. I mean, 4 kills ahead. Playmakers even have, I guess it's even towers, but fairly a lead going either way. Mostly because Envy is having a pretty decent time up towards top lane. No mistakes from Envy. All the mistakes focused over in mid. Feels pretty bad, man. There is something to be said about the Oracle constantly applying that pressure towards Tomato with the purge effect. This is purgeable, Flame Guard. So like the vast majority of Ember Spirit's early game durability is going to be from magic damage. And if you just get that purged off, well, you don't have much durability now, do you? Are you looking for Faker? He has to jump out. There's not much in the way of disable here. Not easy disable, at least. Pizza, though, is just so insistent on this bottom lane. But then again, so is this Morphling. Absolutely no reason to leave. Absolutely no reason to not go for these kills. There is an obs here. Saw you farming. So, yeah. It's very rare nowadays that you see an Ember Spirit get bodied so hard. Yet here we are. He is getting his ass handed to him. Like, someone's got to deal with this. Please, someone Infamous, send a hero here. Okay, so it looks like Pepita's cleaned up bottom lane, and now he's going to try to stabilize mid. I'm not sure where this Ember Spirit farms though. Like, if he had a poor man's shield, then maybe he'd be able to farm the jungle half decently, but he clearly got messed up there. Ooh, and now Envy in a little bit of trouble. He does get a dagger onto 2, slowing him down just a touch, but that tag team, so persistent. Our ice shards are going to block his way. He's going to haunt out towards bottom, actually. There was no one here, so I guess someone was teleporting elsewhere, and then he just haunted to their TP. That must have been what happened. Well, top lane's going to die. That's happening.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know how last game it was all Tomato buying all the space in the world for Envy to recover? Now it's gonna have to be Envy buying all the space in the world for Tomato to recover. I don't know why Snaking is here, although that was an unfortunate snowball placement there by Stinger. He's still gonna get hexed up. Body block is there. And moves. He's going to arrive, but no grave, no heal. Gonna grab the arcane rune and get the hell out of there. This is a dangerous situation for Infamous to be in. At this stage in the game, normally, you have this level 6 in the Spectre. You want to be setting up for haunt kills. You know, 3-4 man ganks in order to set up for a haunt to get a kill. I don't think that's really in the cards right now. Like, maybe if Pepita and Snaking kind of team up, they might be able to find someone. But right now, Envy's in a bad spot because there is a Purge Effect dagger. He's going to dagger himself out, try to at least. Purifying Flames, do some damage, but end up healing him ultimately. So, yeah, Envy's gonna be okay. Uh-oh. Morphling. Run away. Run away. This Morphling is gonna steal Shadow Shaman. Oh, no. Okay, he has a Remnant out, right? He should be kind of okay. Yeah, he's fine. Dude, Tomato, you gotta stop. And you gotta stop making me worry like this.
Radiant are scanning.
They're gonna try to team up though. There is no haunt, unfortunately, but there is a target in Faker. If not for that little bit of a blur. Hex goes off, dagger still tracking. Is still at it. Snaking shocks him. I'm pretty sure Morphling did not notice that at all. And the retreat from the bottom lane, it is going to be clean. And I think he's going to be dying here, although does get rooted. Snowball for the chain stun, and he's going to get out. Or the Walrus Punch. I was going to say kicks in, but he's actually not even level 6 yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pizza is still a monster, guys.
Radiant's top tower
Unfortunately, he's a monster who can just be ignored.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So he's gonna have to do his best to try to draw attention to himself. I mean, you're not gonna focus this Timbersaw really ever, despite his items, because, you know, he's got max out reactive armor and you have a predominantly right-click based draft. With a Vanguard, you're definitely not going to focus him, so I fear that though Pizza may be very tanky, may be very dangerous, he's not dangerous enough that the enemies try to kill him. New is GNet. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Snaking is hunting, man. I don't know if a haunt from Envy, though, like, if Faker was all alone here, you get a full disable suite on him. I don't even know if that's going to be enough damage. EA Snaking is going to see a lot of heroes, but he does have Spectre in backup, plus Pepita coming in. Who they're going to go for? It's the Tusk. Snowball is coming in, though, and Pepita's chop from doing no damage. And, yeah, Pepita, he's still unkillable until he's all alone. Okay, maybe he is killable. Jumps away, waveform to chase. This is gonna take a long time, but oh, the Timbersaw double dash coming in now. What is going on up here? They're maybe looking for kills. This isn't happening, right? Like, is this seriously happening right now? What is this game? Oh, yeah, there we go. We're good. Okay, what's happening up top lane now? Snaking has found a more viable target in the form of the Oracle, but the teleport out. Yeah, Excel even uses the ultimate on himself, so he's gonna be just fine. Snaking takes a lot of damage on the coming, as does Envy. Okay, that's the big problem here for Infamous. No real way of forcing these engagements, except for, you know, what sneaking can do. Maybe if Tomato is able to get a good angle with some chains on somebody, maybe then it's a possibility, like Stinger, who's here all alone. Dude, you should not be here, although he's going to dodge the Remnant in and the chains afterwards. I still don't really like his odds here. I feel like he's probably going to go down. Does dump a lot of damage into Envy, though. So, man, if you're going to go down, that's how you're going to do it. Go down swinging, quite literally. This Morphling is going to be a huge problem moving forward. Envy. Baker's hoping for that lucky roll. Not quite going to get it, though. Envy still has to get the hell out of here. There's no shrine here. No live shrine. All damage or not, man, he's still like... And even with the Radiance, I don't think it's time for like Envy to suddenly start doing things. Like, he has to farm so much more. And the Relic is still really far away for him. Pizza's gonna grab a couple of the bounty runes, so it's gonna be a 3-1 rune split. So Infamous are doing their best to keep afloat here. Playmakers now, they have this kind of greedy draft, but it's working out because Morphling won a lane so hard that he really won not nearly as hard. It is insane to see that that much of a difference in that mid lane. Game isn't over yet, though. Game is certainly not over. Especially if that's not a good ward trap. All the disables, the snaking, he's trapped in the trees. He can't shock, he can't shackle. This assortment of wards is just so messy. Now it's time for him to get out. Good attempt, but I mean, this is an underlord with the mech we're talking here. In the meantime, Roshan, not with a lot of minus armor, but still they're gonna go for it. Okay, I guess this is kind of minus armor, right? Like bonus physical damage, tag team. Someone has a Vlad's also. That's Phantom Assassin with Vlad's. That's pretty interesting. I mean, it's not bad on her, but it's like, is that as good as a Desolator Rush? I guess if you're looking to kill off Roshan, then yes, it is. It's much better. Well, they walk in, grab a free Aegis, and walk out. In the meantime, really nothing of threat happening elsewhere. Like, yeah, Timbersaw is pushing, but he's not going to take your tower. Envy is getting another 800 gold towards that relic. Motto actually has some items now. Like, this isn't that bad. He's recovered really, really well, honestly. Has more gold than the PA somehow. I guess PA hasn't really had the greatest game in the world either. But actually, this is looking not that bad for Infamous. Still, this Morphling is going to be an absolute beast. Like, I don't know how they deal with this Morphling. But net worth-wise, for everyone else on the Radiant, it's kind of close. Which I am very surprised at. So it's really just like this Morphling. This one guy. But damn, if all your farm is on one hero, you want it to be the Morphling. Morphling gonna grab Lincoln Sphere next. Dude is stacked to hell, man. No far for Pizza, 2-1-0. Not a bad score, but again, like, he's the heavy here for the team. It does feel kind of like Infamous are getting just a lot of free space given to them. And they're working for their space as well, Pizza in particular. But Playmakers are kind of being a little bit passive in how they approach their team movement. Mostly because they have a PA and a Morphling. Like, they can afford to take this game a little bit slower. But in the meantime, the plays are going to be made the other way around. Top tower being chipped out, although it will be the Morphling to take down bottom first. Oh, snaking. I'm not really sure if you want to do that, man. He's going to pick a fight with Excel. Here we go. 1v1 me, bro. Envy, though, is going to bring in the reinforcements with Tomato as well. They shackle up the Morphling. Is enough damage to kill him off with the Oracle dead. They might just have it, but he does have the Aegis, mind you, so it's a 5v1. Can they kill him off? He is going to come in and do her job with the assassination. Ember Spirit now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get the Grave off and jump right on Adler with the Remnant. It's still Pepita in the middle of the fight, but Baker's going to ignore him, and Mood's getting blocked by random Centaurs. They buy back with the Oracle. They uses the Morphling Aegis. Sound of my mouse clicking is way too high. How the hell do you guys even see it? I don't even see it on the mic bar. Okay, I mean, I could, like, kind of tweak it, but not really. That has never been a problem that anyone has said before. That's a new one for me. Push continues. Great hit. And the snowball is just going to obliterate Snaking and roll over another in Tomato. Immediately they have the buyback. Pita's going to try to get in there. His armor, though, isn't quite stacked up yet. Great slight fist. Doing a lot of damage to that PA. Jump in from Pita. Almost kills off Faker, but he is just short. They do reflect the Fortune's End. Pita trying to go for that Oracle. In the meantime, a whole bunch of chains, a whole bunch of stall from the Infamous side as Pita is cleaning up. Envy, nowhere near this fight. It's Pita jumping forward once more. This snowball is going to end in his immediate doom. No, not quite. Stinger sidesteps the Chakram. Great push from the Morphling. And now Stinger, one more rolling death, and the slight chains. They got him. Tier 3, how much damage did it take? Half HP? Still gonna be a rough game moving forward for Infamous. And it looked like it was gonna be pretty good because they had that huge team up versus the Morphling. Able to knock out the Oracle before any shenanigans comes out for the Morphling. No huge resistances, no false promise or anything like that. But then still, like, you gotta knock him out twice at that point. Not an easy feat. At least they've shown that it is in fact possible. All they need is a 5v1. You know, small things that they need.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still loves his bottom lane, man. Let's have a Lotus, which is pretty darn good in this game. You're gonna see helps him like kind of fight back versus the Oracle. Shoves a wave with the catapult into the tower, but then that's about all he can do. Snaking, doing what he can over in the mid lane, which is so far being unanswered, although the answer is coming in. It is coming in and it is going to hurt. I'm sorry, Snaking. Been nice knowing you. Maybe he can take someone down with him. Okay, never mind. These wards don't do jack for damage versus this Tusk. They're just gonna be farmed up. But he does take down the tower. Playmakers are just starting to do exactly what their name would suggest. Just make plays. Does Envy of his Radiance? Almost. Almost there, man. Will the Radiance swing the game? Probably not. Probably needs at least the workings of the next item if he's going to do that.
Invisibility.
Playmakers, they've got the Desolator now complete on Faker. This Underlord, tanky as hell. Guardian Greaves, pretty nice actually. It's okay in this game. As far as like debuffing is concerned. Seen better, seen worse. Motto is kind of surrounded, although he's gonna dodge that purge. Looks like the Flame Guard may have just timed out naturally. Stinger is hunting for Eternal Envies. I don't really know if there's anything he could do here. Backup is really far away. Just don't step on that dagger goo and you'll be fine, man. Can they kill off Underlord? Two heroes in this top lane, but these two heroes aren't really great Underlord killers. Snaking meantime gets assassinated, his sword will just be fine to get out of there. Where did Snaking die? He died in the middle. What a surprise. Morphling kills off a Shadow Shaman. Who could have seen that one coming? They're still hunting. And they know what Envy's up to right now, so I mean, as far as playing around this is concerned, super easy as far as the game plan. Although that was a little bit too far. Pita pushing forward for more. He's got level 3 Chakram, so this thing does some serious damage. And the Morphling turns into a Timbersaw. I'm not even sure if that's good for him. Needs some to help out his Oracle friend, because Oracle, false promise on himself, gets 1 Purifying Flames, is drinking a salve. That's a lot of HP to gain. Looks like it's not enough. Eul Scepter won't quite kill him, but he's dead anyway. Moo's still on top lane, just hiding, I guess. Just sit there, don't move, don't breathe.
Radiant are scanning.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they scanned him. Oh, no, no, not like this. Okay. Well, you know. Try better next time, I guess. Hide better. Morphling item check. Butterfly next. No, that's not a butterfly. That's a shotgun. That is an ethereal blade. And I mean, maybe the Ember Spirit finally gonna get some value out of that magic block from the shield. Everyone else, though, especially this Shadow Shaman, especially this Dazzle, they're just so dead. Like, they're just infinitely dead. This game is dragging on. As powerful as PA and Morphling are, they are going to be running up against the late game Spectre, which is no small feat. Pita is completely surrounded. How invulnerable is this Timbersaw? Okay, with the Timber Chain out, looks like he's gonna be just fine. I honestly thought there would be a little more of an initiation than that. He just walks out of there. Easiest escape of his life.
A tool to teach.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Got it.
Dire are scanning.
A lot of farming. All the tier 2s are down. Roche is going to be up 1 minute 20. I don't know if Infamous have what it takes to contest a Roshan. I mean, they have Haunt, which is incredible. Timbersaw is pretty darn good there as well, but Playmakers just have all the sustain given to them by the Underlord and the Oracle, plus all the damage, so Morphling can pretty much do it by himself. They need to pick off forehand, and they're going to jump in. Haunt is out. Where is Envy actually going? Nowhere just yet. He's going to Haunt in now towards the Oracle. Grab that kill. Looking for the Tusk as well, but he's snowballed, going into the wrong neighborhood. Tusk in a lot of trouble right now. He is going to have a lot of help, though, from the pit. The Morphling is going to get kind of trapped here by the Serpent Wards. He's hexed up as well, but he should be able to get out of there. Sleight of Fist is available. And Tomato, he's going to get hit with a huge crit from Faker from behind. Stinger is somehow still alive after all this. He's going to try to snowball after Envy with Morphling, giving chase as well. Envy going to dagger up, tries to get to the high ground, but the shotgun is way too much damage. Ethereal Blade combos are real. Now Moo's in a lot of trouble as Faker is on his tail as well. Grave? Nope, don't Grave. You're probably dead either way. Gonna be a 4-for-1 exchange as the Tusk, deceptively tanky in that location. Of course, Mechanism, or Guardian Greaves rather, and Barrier from Pipe, giving him a lot of that extra survivability. Envy's gonna buy back. I mean, I don't think he can really do anything with that buyback right now. I think this Rax is probably just forfeit. Guardian Greaves is going to fully restore the creep wave also. Hit. No, the jump in. Mars Plunge onto Envy. He's rooted as well. Jump in from the PA. Envy just fought back, and he's just going to instantly die. Pepita taking the focus of absolutely everyone. He's still alive. Though, yeah, took a lot of damage, is playing once again like this Mario Kart looking game with this Morphling. GG is just called as Playmakers will take this game too. And one more for the road. Almost got him. Infamous, they receive a thorough whooping from this Morphling. I mean, that's not
Yeah.